Good morning, YouTube. Today we got to button up a bunch of projects on a couple cars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and we are at the Howard, and well, we've got a bunch of cars here and a couple of them need some work. So we've got the 430 Turteria. We got to put the ECUs back in because the tune wasn't quite right. We also got to do, the throttle pedal. We stole the throttle pedal potentiometer out of that car and put it in the 575. So we need to give it back to him because we ordered one and it's not in yet, and well, he gets his back. We also got to put some air filters in our 650S. Oh yeah, and then we got to fix the Porsche Boxster spoiler because it doesn't have the spoiler, so we got to add that. So we're gonna be doing a bunch of random stuff. So anyway, if you want to support us, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And of course, you can go visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your car. Use the code NGS10. It hooks you up with 10% off most things we sell. And also, if you need any custom quotes or any parts that aren't on the website, email us sales@normalguysupercar.com and we can get you hooked up. Here we go. Let's get started. ECUs. Yeah. So they're pretty easy. We already got them out and they already got tuned again. The second time.
Hey YouTube, before you complain about not being able to see the ECUs, we actually ordered lights today.
Oh yeah, no, people keep bitching about this place is not bright enough.
We know it's dark.
We know it's dark. It's meant for ambiance, not for videos. Let me explain something to people who have never filmed before. We have a camera. The camera, this invention from a couple hundred years ago, is very sensitive to light, much more sensitive than our eyeballs. Our eyeballs are pretty good at adjusting, camera not so good. So anyway, this room was meant to be ambiance for that room. It's supposed to be like, hey, cool, look at all the supercars.
You're supposed to be able to bring a lady here and
well, let's be
get
real.
her...
That's not gonna happen. So you're supposed to bring your
your
dudes over here, and the dude bros will be like, yeah, look at this place.
But that wasn't the intent, though.
I know.
The intent and what actually happens are two completely different things.
Right. We're gonna get more lights. Richard's also talked about adding more lights right here for working on the cars. It's not ideal. We're trying to do what we can. I'm sorry. I apologize. Not really, but sort of. All right, this one.
Does the AC just not keep up in here at all?
No, it can't keep up. It's just too much. Right hand, so here we go. Here's an ECU. Have fun with that. And left hand over here. So I think you actually may have already seen me do this a couple times, so I'm just gonna bolt it in.
There's one of these for each side of the engine. This one runs this side and that one runs that side.
Yeah, so
Wouldn't it be crazy if it was like our brains where this side ran that side and that side ran this side?
well, believe it or not, it's Ferrari. It probably does. They probably crossed the wires because you. So in order to get the 430s tuned, you do have to pull up the ECUs and send them out. You can't just do an OBD dongle or any of that stuff. So it's, yeah, not very difficult, but all right, here we go. Got the ECUs back in, so now we're just removing the good throttle pedal potentiometer out of the 575 so that we can go throw it back in that guy. Then we'll get that car running. Damn, we got all the books for this thing?
We got Ferrari Velcro.
Oh wow. What's that stuff?
This is the service manual. Or the
Yeah.
service book.
It actually has some pages that were done.
Yeah. Ferrari service of Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa. Oh, that's cool.
A Maserati dealer? Oh, Ferrari Maserati.
Wow.
At 75 miles?
It's probably something about when it was sold or something.
Very interesting.
That was only 2 pages?
Yeah.
Oh.
After that, it hasn't been cared for.
Pretty much.
It's worthless.
It was out of warranty. Here.
See what's on this side. Alpine stereo.
Oh, which it has a Kenwood now. So we can throw that away.
No, we need to keep it. It's part of the history of the car.
Okay, sure.
Here's the user's manual.
Ooh.
It's not a very long owner's manual, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's pretty small.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Kit de Disactivation Airbag Passenger. Sac de Golf sur Mesure.
Yeah, I hate those.
Challenge Rally in 2005.
2005 Challenge Rally? Or it was a brochure for it?
I don't know. They might have actually went to. Oh wait, no. Entry application.
Oh. That's cool though.
I bet you most Ferraris don't have that.
Probably not.
Oh, here's the real owner's manual.
The other one was just supplemental.
I suppose. Engine operating conditions and are driven by the air temperature ECU. The latter receives data regarding the coolant temperature from the NTC sensor placed on the left-hand water manifold.
That's pretty,
Got me some pliers.
Pliers? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty descriptive.
Niva Commando Cambino Manuel is apparently how you say manual.
Manuel. Look at Richard just sitting there making his cappuccino, enjoying life, making money, sitting on his ass. No, he's literally standing there making a cappuccino, making money.
The flashlight's missing.
Yeah.
I can repeat that.
What'd you say?
I said Adam is starting to compliment this car and it's unlike him.
And I said, don't be like Dan.
I think you would like this car because you like the Aston.
Oh, yeah. I probably would because it's a grand touring.
Yeah,
I bet
it's
you this
super
thing is.
comfy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculously comfortable. Unlike the Aston.
It didn't tank in value.
Well, that too. Actually, it kind of did because this was probably over 300 grand when it was new.
Yeah, but it's still worth
It's still worth a
the
decent amount.
Aston was worth.
Yeah,
The
actually,
Aston
they've
was
gone way up now.
12 years newer than this.
No, the thing I was gonna say is the steering is super awesome. Like it has
Oh, is it?
tons of feedback.
It's not. Oh, because it's probably hydraulic steering,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it feels like a Ferrari. Like the steering, the handling is just great. But like I drove it on that bumpy road and it was like butter.
Yeah, I want to drive. I like the big, comfy. Like, to me, having a big ass car and just hauling ass past everybody
It's pretty fun.
is
Well, this
My
one,
highway cruiser when I retire is going to be a Mercedes S-Class.
yeah.
Highway cruising.
This would be. I was like saying in the review, this would be an amazing road trip car.
Yeah.
It's just super comfortable.
I don't mind
Almost
big
got it.
cruisers.
It's alright, we can't give you shit because you're the only one working right now.
That doesn't mean we can't.
Well, I have
give
to
them
leave,
shit.
so I have to get as much done as I can.
That's right. You're doing these pedals, damn it.
I think this is hilarious.
What?
That they printed numbers on an old school.
Oh yeah, because they're like really that accurate.
Yeah.
But you know, you get extra money for this from insurance.
What?
Yeah, because this is considered actual climate control. It's not just a dumb
Air conditioner.
Yeah, like you can actually set the temperature.
God, that's stupid.
What cars don't have that anymore, though?
No.
You'd be surprised. Mitsubishi's.
Really? It's just like fan speed and
Yeah.
cheap
Cheap Chevys, like
Red and blue.
Sonics, Chevy Sonics, Chevy Cruises. If you don't get the optioned out models,
Hi, Richard.
Hi, you two.
You making money?
Making the money. No.
Enjoying life?
Kind of goofy off.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. You're just doing it better.
What are y'all doing
Richard
now?
does everything better.
Are you fixing the pedal?
We gotta put the pedal back in the Turteria so I can drive. We're gonna break the fixed car because we stole the part.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we
One
got that.
step forward, 2 steps back.
Well, we have that on order, but who knows when it'll get here,
It's nice we have donor Ferraris here.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of cool? I mean, we could steal it out of your 430 if yours
Sorry,
is.
Daniel. Yeah, do not touch
I'll
them.
do that shit.
All right, now this one has to go back in, like just like that. That's it. It's done. Now we're getting the new one back in.
This one's much easier than the other one.
It is easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the other Josh said. Ooh, ooh, that is pretty.
Isn't that nice?
Where'd you get it, Richard?
I got it from NG
NormalGuySupercar.com.
Supercar.com.
Did you use the 10% off?
I don't want to talk about that.
He thinks that I'm ripping him off, you two.
So, just a
Look
quick.
how light this is.
Right? Oh, actually, I want to. Wow! Oh my
Oh, I
God!
know, it's nothing.
Compared to the composite ones,
I know. I probably saved 12 ounces right there.
at least,
Yeah.
maybe even a pound. Wow, that is pretty.
Are you done already?
No, I just wanted to look at it.
Like, I want to see what we're
Who's this?
selling.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Well,
That's a big ass piece of carbon fiber.
that is exotic car gear, and we can buy it. You can get it from our website.
It was like a sticker or something.
Unfortunately, we don't offer
okay.
10% off on these. Oh, is that the airbox? Oh, that looks.
That's cool.
That's pretty nice.
So I think the airbox,
That's be easy.
that's like legit cover. This is more
That's just a stick
cover.
on.
Yeah.
Because
It's because it's made out of metal. You can't
Oh,
make it out of carbon.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at that. Josh is look at he's split. Well, should we test drive it and see if it's not miserable?
Yeah.
Well, make sure to let it idle for a little bit because of the computers. Well, it sounds like it's not doing the surging, so that was the problem. Is the original tune, they were trying to do some of the pops and bangs, and unfortunately for some reason on the Ferraris you get surging when that happens, and it really makes it annoying to drive. So we just said, you know what, just take it off, don't do it. Just a word of advice, if you're trying to do pops and bangs tunes on Ferraris, sometimes it just doesn't come out right, so yeah, you might have to get it retuned.
Fixed.
Yeah, I could hear it.
It drives so much better. It's a
Oh,
totally
yeah.
different car.
Yeah, I could hear it sounded
Yeah.
like it wasn't surging.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, nice. Sounds so good, dude.
It's so f***ing loud.
It's so ridiculous. When you shifted as you went by,
Yeah.
it was like boom.
Yeah.
It was sweet. Okay, now that we got the 430 Turteria running properly, we gotta go get it driven a bunch so that the monitors reset. So the owner of the cars would come drive it. While we're waiting for that, we're gonna put some new air filters in the 650 because the air filters were the original air filters. They're from 2016. Selling a car that has 2016 air filters when it's got 24,000 miles on it just doesn't feel right. So it just didn't sell well. So anyway, we bought some K&Ns because believe it or not, the K&Ns cost less than the factory filters, and the K&Ns were in stock. Factory ones were not available for like a week or two, so we're like, yes, we'll get K&Ns. So there you go, we're upgrading. Upgrade.
Upgrade, which he spells thusly. With 2 Ds, as he says, for a double dose of this pimping.
All right, just breaking the lugs loose before we get it up in the air.
This isn't German. It's British.
Yeah, it's British.
It's
Righto.
Righto, chaps.
Break
Cup
the
of
legs
tea.
loose.
Tea and biscuits.
What would they call the breaker bar? Because you know everything has a weird term like lorry for truck and
Boot for.
boot. So like, what do they call a breaker bar? The whacker thingy. No, it'd be called like the tomfoolery. Oh yes, go get the tomfoolery. We need to get the wheel lugs loose. So for those of you that did not watch our last video with this car, the air filters are right here inside the fender wells. So you have to pull off the fender liner to get the air filters. That's probably why no one changes them on these cars, because it actually does take probably about 30 minutes of work. I mean, oh no, 30 minutes, but yes, 30 minutes of work to change the air filters, which is kind of silly. So anyway, we gotta pop off the fender liners, then there's a little air box, we get into that and change them out. All right, internet, you get to be the one who said, I told you so, because like 10 people said this was gonna happen. It just happened. The top just broke because we fixed the other cylinder. The other one's got more pressure. They just broke. Just like you said. All right, say it, come on. I told you so, I told you so. Okay, there, you got it out of your system. Now shut up. God damn it. All right, so we're gonna do another little DIY fix. So those of you that have 430 and 360 know that every once in a while, the stupid trigger for the latch mechanism will sometimes think that it's not latched, and it'll pop the damn thing in the neutral. So apparently there's a little tab in here, a little switch, and you can bend the tab so it depresses stronger. So we're gonna try that trick. I just realized I didn't film the fix, so I'm just gonna explain it. You remove this cover right here. There's a couple bolts right there and 2 on the sides, and this cover comes off. This is a ground wire, so you have to disconnect that. And then this latch mechanism right here, there's a little tiny switch that when this latch goes in, the switch gets pressed. And so you have 2 options. One, you can bend the lever out a little further. Actually, it'll stick out that way a little further. So I guess it sticks out like this, and then when the latch shuts, it pushes it like this. So if you bend it out further, it's gonna push harder against the switch, and it should hopefully click off better. The other thing you can do is what we did, which is we just threw a zip tie around it, because, I mean, really, who gives a shit if the lid's open? I mean, do you really care that you can't put it in gear because you popped the lid? In fact, there's times you might actually want to drive it with the lid open. So that's what we did, and screw it. And it's off again. 3rd time's a charm. Maybe. All right, that's the air box. And basically you use a 7mm and it pops right off the panel. Oops, someone just bought some on our website. Sweet. There you go, old filter. K&N. Yeah, K&N, America. All right, she looks nice and purty in there. A little bit better than that other ancient piece of crap. I have to give McLaren credit. They use soft fender liners that are flexible. So much easier to deal with than the hard plastic ones on Ferraris. Dear God. Oh yeah, don't forget the little stupid TPMS sensors right there. So don't forget to disconnect it when pulling it out and reconnect it when you're pushing it in. Last project, well, no, might be the last project. We're gonna do the wing on the Porsche. So we don't have any hardware. I guess we'll just get some hardware. Is there a way to force it up? There's holes right there. Those don't align. Oh, it looks like it goes like that. Yeah, that's definitely how it goes, right? Hopefully there's a way to force it up, because otherwise I think it's gonna be a bitch. Oh, pop the trunk too. Maybe just get in from there.
Yeah, there's more room.
Well, YouTube, we bought an eBay special and it was the wrong wing, so balls. I guess we're not installing the wing today. It's the life of doing car stuff. All right, well, YouTube. Well, we tried to get a bunch of stuff done, and you know how it is. Stuff always goes wrong. So we gotta get the Boxster the proper wing, which we'll do soon, and then, well, the McLaren's all set, so good. That's basically 100% ready to be bought. So that car is for sale. If you want it, one of you want it, $169,420, and she's yours. 24,000-ish miles, solid as hell. Amazing car, super fun. Boxster still for sale, $19,500. We will get the wing fixed. We still are waiting for the tires to come in. They're not in yet, so that'll be gone soon. And then the 575, again, we just got running. So we're waiting for the pedal potentiometer. We're gonna do a major, gonna convert it to a manual, and we gotta fix a few other things, and then that car will be for sale. Don't know a price on that yet, so that'll be very soon. That one's waiting for clutch stuff. That one's sold, waiting for it to get picked up, and the others aren't ours, so don't ask. But that's gonna do it. Please like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course, go visit normalguyssupercar.com and ngsupercars.com. And email us if you want to make a deal on anything, or if you have parts that you want, sales@normalguyssupercar.com or sales@ngsupercars.com. But that's going to do it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate it greatly. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
It'll be sweet.
It'll be sweet.